One of the major contributing factors to the current economic hardships is the rising rate of inflation, leading to high food prices on the market. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture on November 11 started cutting cheap food items to its premises for sale to the public as part of its Planting for Food and Jobs market policy, an intervention that seeks to mitigate the impact of rising food prices on real incomes of civil and local government staff. Many Ghanaians started trooping to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture to patronize the affordable food product. The move was subsequently extended to Okanshi, Tudu, and some other markets in the capital. Speaking to Citi News, the ranking member on the Food and Agriculture Committee of Parliament, Eric Opoku, described the policy as unsustainable and called for more appropriate measures in ensuring cheap food items on the market.
Now, the Minister for Agriculture is now doing trade. He is now selling plantain. How can the whole ministry be turned into a plantain market? How many people can even access that environment? Is it the case that everybody around Accra can go to that market to buy plantain? So how sustainable is this? We want to see very concrete, sustainable measures that will bring down food prices in the country. You know, whenever fuel prices go up, it also affects food because you have to transport the food. Now, you are cutting plantain and you are saying that you are paying for the transport to make it cheaper. What about other food items? What about rice? Now, if this is the approach to bring down food prices, Christmas is approaching and people are also complaining that eggs prices have gone up. So minister will be selling eggs. Is that the case? People will complain that goat prices have gone up. So minister would then be selling goats. Is that the case? No, let's be realistic. You know, Xmas is coming. Demand for chicken will go up. And obviously, it is going to affect the price. In fact, as you speak, the price of chicken in the market has gone up and everybody is complaining. So now, is the minister saying that you should come to PFJ to buy chicken? Is that the case? I mean, how do we think this way? It's too shallow. So the first thing we have to think of is how we can produce enough to feed ourselves. Because if we are unable to produce the quantities that we demand to survive, obviously, we have to import from other countries. And when you are importing, the exchange rate becomes a very good measure. And so that is the first challenge. So I was expecting that the government will look at how to stabilize the exchange rate, how to bring it down so that some of these imported food prices will also come down in the local market. Then number two, we must also think about transportation. Even the food that is produced in Ghana here, you have to transport them to the urban centers where most of these products are consumed. And the cost of transportation, because of the incessant rise in the prices of petroleum products, keep on rising. So what mechanisms are we putting in place to arrest that? If you want to subsidize agricultural products, you must subsidize production. The cost of production, the cost of producing these food items is very, very high. So you have to look at the input and then subsidize agriculture from that level. All over the world, agriculture is subsidized.
The lawmaker says the PFJ policy would come as a cost to the taxpayer.
If you are not subsidizing, you are saying that you are arranging for trucks to cut these plantains from the rural communities to the urban centers. So who is going to pay for that cost? Is it going to be free? Is it going to be free? Who is going to bear that cost? If it is going to be borne by the state, then obviously the taxpayer is the one who is going to pay.